Hey everybody, I just wanted to show you, I have really been busy. Sorry for the mess, but I am working on my spaghetti. So I bought these noodles from Amazon. They are the SpaghettiOs. I have my jars ready. I made my sauce. I cooked my sauce for oh my God, about 8 hours last night. This sauce has pork chops with no bone, Italian mild sausage, has chubs in it, well, ground meat, and chicken. And let me see, I'll show you this. Oops. And this is what it looks like. That's going to be the sauce. Okay. It looks dark because I have all the spaghetti stuff and tomato paste and stuff in it, of course. So I'm making a mess here. So I'll show you. This is what it looks like. I have 1/4 teaspoon of Himalayan salt down in there. And I'm filling it up with the noodles. And I'll show you the next step. Okay, they're all filled with the noodles. Okay, and now I'm going to put in the sauce. I'll try to show you one. I'll show you one. Almost. Put it to like the 1-inch headspace. Which is about right there. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, then you stir it up to debubble it and to make sure that the noodles on the bottom. Don't worry about getting anything on the lid, because I'm going to wipe the lids off with vinegar paper towel anyway. Okay, and it's always handy to use one of these. Okay, I buy them, I think, from Amazon or something. It's always handy to use these. Okay, stir it up, and on to the next one. I just wanted you to see what it looks like when I'm stirring it up. See, the noodles are on the bottom. I wish I could get this in better. I could see it better than you guys can. I hope you can see this, but the noodles, when you stir it up, the noodles are on the bottom. Make sure that they don't stick. And when you take them out of the can or you cook them, where I'm at, 15-pound pressure, which I can use 10 as well from, where I live at, and 15 minutes. And then you leave it set for about 5 minutes, then open the lid of the canner, and then leave it set for about 5 minutes, or you can leave the lid on the canner a little bit, just to it can adjust to the air. Then after 5 minutes, after they sit in the water for 5 minutes, then you take them out and let them sit until you hear the popping of the lids, unless you're using the Tatler lids. I had to put paper towel down in between my sink and my stove as not to have a ant mess. Get it, ant? Third one, and boy is this color nice. I hope you guys can see the color. Stirring it up. On to the next one. Now you see why I have the paper towel there. Time to change it already. And I only did 6. The 9 are done. I did all of these. Now I will clean off my stove and get my canner ready. I know, it's ugly. It's life. It's good eating once you get it all cleaned up. Ready to go in the canner. As you can see, the bumps are up. That means that they didn't seal yet. That's how you can tell whether they seal or not. See? And if you get that after you cook your food, you wait about an hour, or in a couple hours or in the morning, and you do that, and if it sounds like that, it was a bad seal. It didn't seal. All right. I am preparing my canner. I put in my 3 quarts of water. As you can see, there are lines down there. One at the top, and then another one. And the third one down there is under where the water is. It tells you where to put your water. Let me see if I could tilt this so you can see it. Yeah, there it is. 3 quarts of water. I had to make new arrangements with my camera because people are starting to ask me for recipes and stuff, and I want to make sure I do things right. So you can see how I put these in here. I hope I have the camera positioned properly so you can see it. 2, 3, 4. This is a 9 jar canner, a 9 pint canner, and I think 7 quarts. Just 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I have to be careful because these kind of these are wide mouth pints. So instead of, yeah, I'll just use, because there's not enough room to put another one in. So I'll use 7 wide mouth pints. Then you pour a little, I hope you can see this, because I can't tell whether I'm looking, yeah. You pour a little vinegar into your container, into your canner. And that stops your jars from getting messy. You know, when I first start canning again, I was so excited. I canned, everything came out good, it popped, everything sealed, and the next thing you know, my pantry starts smelling. And I couldn't figure out why my pantry was smelling. Nothing popped in my pantry. It's just the fact that I wasn't taking out the time to wash off the jars when I was finished. Okay, so then you do that. That's in, because I'm doing cold, cold, and cold. You could do it hot too, but the spaghetti sauce was cold because I cooked it yesterday for like, oh my God, about 8 hours or something. The jars are cold. The water inside of the canner is cold. So sometimes I find cold, cold, and cold easier to do, but it's not necessary. Okay, and then you put on your lid. I'm using a Presto. And I don't know if you guys can see over here, there's an arrow over here. You go arrow to arrow. Let me see if you can see that. Put it up. Yeah, go arrow to arrow. It'll tell you. I don't know if you guys can see that. I hope you can. And you put arrow to arrow. I make sure to put them all on the right. And fingerprints all over, spaghetti prints. Then you sit it down and twist. It's ready to go. Okay, so all I do now is I'll turn it up. So I put mine on like 7. Well, I think, yeah, I put mine on like 6. And I let it get hot because 6 worked out for me. It got to the point where 6 was good enough to start it, to get it started boiling. And then it was good enough once it started to boil. It was good enough for the hula dancer to dance. Your weight. I hope you guys can see this. It's good enough for your weight to dance. So when you're with your weight, you can remove these. This is 5. Forgive my thumb. Sorry, I cracked my nail. This is 5. I hope I'm in the camera. And when you add one more weight, that's 10. You have to go online and type in your address in Google to see what your altitude is. And I'm just a tad bit above 1,000. That's why I say I can use 10 or 15. Sometimes 15 is a bit much, you know. And then one more is 15. So today I will be using 10. Okay. All right, and it's on and popping. Oh, hopefully not popping, but on and ready to go. Ready to go. I'll let you guys see what it looks like now. Like I told you, when you're cooking something that has meat that's already been cooked, you don't want it to turn to mush. All you want to do is, like your soups or your spaghetti sauce or something. And by the way, this is not USDA recommended. When you do this on your own accord, you know. That's my disclaimer, as they say. There's a lot of things, it's called rebel canning, that people have been doing for years that the USDA hasn't approved yet. It doesn't mean that they're illegal, it's just not approved yet, you know. So, yeah, this you do this for, let this vent. You let your vent, let the steam come out of your vent. With this canner, it's going to take about 10 or 15 minutes to start seeing it vent real good. You want it to vent real good, not the little spits and spurts, okay? When you start to see the real good vent coming out and it just doesn't have any, you know, air left, it's just steady venting. And then you, they are done. I am waiting for the pressure to go down, and I'll show you what my spaghetti looks like. All right, my second batch of SpaghettiOs is done, so I'm about ready to take them out, and I'll show you what they look like. A little glimpse. I'm gonna put the lid back on though. I'm trying to get out of the habit of taking it immediately off. And I am through. I'm very tired, but it was fun. I'm through. Altogether, well, my daughter and I ate 2 jars. I come to the conclusion that 1 jar is 1 bowl, 1 good bowl, 1 filling, 1 setting. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I made 16 jars of SpaghettiOs. So the ones in the back are the ones that I made earlier, and I shook them already. You can see a little difference, or a little darker. See what happens when you let your food sit, when somebody cans food for you? You let it sit at least, you know, a while. Some of these are still boiling. About 30 days, especially jellies. Jellies and jams. I think I have a few over here. Let me see. Yeah, I do. Oh, good, they're sealing. I have a few over here. I have some, see, strawberry jelly, grape jelly. There's peaches back there. Salmon, orange juice, potatoes. I think there's garlic potatoes, basil potatoes. We make different kinds of potatoes, mushrooms, and mirepoix, green beans, and there's other stuff here. And we have the cabinet in the back. I'll show you. And this is our cabinet in the back. Oh, I can go one more. Yeah, and I have stuff over here. Beans, those are black beans, the darkness. Beans, broccoli, strawberries. There's all kind of stuff in here. And I have a lot of different kinds of chicken, black-eyed peas and stuff. And chicken. This mirepoix. Where's my chow chow? I'm looking for my chow chow. I like to eat these beans. I like black-eyed peas for breakfast, and that's just the butter on top that I use when I'm cooking. And what else? I like black-eyed peas and oh, lima beans. Lima beans are awesome. Look, I even have ribs, guys. That's 326.23 ribs, and that's the grease from the ribs. They're ready to go. All you have to do is add some barbecue sauce to them. Pineapple, jelly, 9/22/22. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, there we go. I just want to show you. I guess I can't find it. Oh, and up here. Sauerkraut, November 29th, 22. Ground meat. We 6/9/23. We use this ground meat, which is awesome. You have to, of course, you can put your own peppers and onions and stuff in it. We use this for making tacos. Oh Lord, I know it. I hate to say this, but canning might look ugly. But when you open it up, you can use it for your potatoes. Open it up and put it on top of potatoes, and they make the bomb tacos, guys. My daughter oh, here we go. This is what I wanted to show you. Oh, wait. Let me put this down somewhere. Let's put it down here. I wanted to show you my chow chow. You could make your chow chow. Now, this was from our garden last year. the things that you have left in your garden, just make a nice chow chow. Chop them up. Some people like to put jalapeno hotness, you know, put a little heat in them. And what is this? 922 chow chow. And you make like a pickling flavor, you know, roux, whatever you want to call it, pickling liquid, and pour it on top of your, you heat it up, you know, put it on top of all of your vegetables chopped up. And what you could do is you can leave it whole like this and eat it like kind of a salad on top of salads or whatever you want to do. Or you can actually take it and put an immersion blender in it and make it like for your hot dogs and hamburgers or whatever. This is the bomb, y'all. Oh, see, and you can see my, what is that, greens back here? And we also have, we found a lot of, we have a yard full of, poke salad. So yes, I'm going to be canning some poke salad, maybe with some ham hocks or something. And I have green, I'm going to be Brent. Please, want for nothing. You hear me? God is good. All right, everybody. I wanted to show you this spaghetti one more time. I wanted to show it to you up close, and it's beautiful. The flavor is outstanding. And what I wanted to tell you, the reason I came back on, I want to let you know that these noodles are not mushy at all. They are very. They stayed throughout the whole process. They're not bad. They're almost al dente, but not quite. They stayed, and I think you're going to like this. All right, God bless. Have a beautiful day. Okay, I had to show this to you guys too. I want to show you how it shakes up. Remember I said shake it up? Look how nice. It shakes up so that your, you know, noodles won't stick in the bottom. So let me try another one while I got you guys on here. Look, this is what it looks like. You can see the sauce, the basil and everything. And then you, yeah, real nice. Real nice, see? Shake it up and then sit it on a shelf. You know, when you eat canned goods, you're really supposed to wait like at least 30 days before you eat it. You know, sometimes in my household, we don't wait 30 days. But the longer you leave it sit on a shelf, the more tastier it will be. God bless. God bless. Have a good one, guys. I just want to show you, this is what happens when you shake them too soon. One I thought was sealed, but obviously it was like that one. It wasn't sealed yet. See, when it's lowered, it's sealed. All of them are lowered, the ones I just took out, except for one. I'm waiting for one to seal. See, it goes up. They almost look alike. That one is sealed. It goes down. That one, if you notice, is risen up. All right, but so I would say I have a mess to clean, wouldn't you? I'm telling you, I'm not even going to show you the sink, okay? I have a mess to clean, but I'll get it. I'm just happy that all my SpaghettiOs came out. God bless. Here's the culprit that opened on me. Oh well, yum yum. Thank you for watching. Please remember to click the like button, subscribe, and the notification bell. Have a blessed day.